at night. I really don't even feel like getting up to cut on the light. And the only reason I'm living is because it's 4 in the morning, and I doubt anyone's gonna be here live. But I want to make this video to update you guys and mention something that was on my mind that I remembered. Um, I want to talk about the time I realized racism was a real distraction, and to the point where it just fucking takes you away from the main point and makes people argue about things that are completely irrelevant to what's actually going on. And I will never forget this. And I'm sure this video is up somewhere still on YouTube. This was probably like 8 years ago or something. There was a viral video like 8 years ago. And what happened was, and not somebody is going to remember it, some lady, she was like a white Hispanic lady, I guess. I don't remember. And I believe they were in a hotel, and some white Hispanic lady was blaming some black kid for stealing her phone. And she was like holding him against his will and said, call the police, all this crazy stuff she did. And then, like 5 minutes into it, I guess her phone pops up somewhere else. And then she just lets him go and it's like over, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Which was incredibly fucked up. Now, I was like, reading comments and stuff. And after I left my own comment, like, she deserves to, get arrested, false imprisonment or whatever. But, she was holding him against his will. All this stuff. Like, you can't just do that to people. But the comments were mostly, she's racist, this, and that. She's this, and that. And another person say, no, she's not racist. She's Hispanic. Someone's like, doesn't matter. She's still racist. Another person's like, she got a black boyfriend. And instead of arguing the fact that this woman held somebody against their will, falsely accused them of stealing something, and I don't think she hit him. She might have. It was like 8 years ago. I don't remember. But, just embarrassed this kid, did so many bad things. The vast majority of the comments was on whether she was racist or not, and not actually what she did. Another example, the whole, was it Derek Chauvin, the police officer who put his knee on the guy's neck, which was incredibly fucked up. He was there for like 9 minutes. I'm a little on the police side when they're kind of rough, but that was ridiculous. But anyway, when that happened, Dave Chappelle did an amazing job on how he spoke about it. Dave Chappelle is a fucking genius. But when you read the comments of that, most of the comments are whether the cop was racist or not. Like, oh, he's definitely racist. And someone said, no, they knew each other and they met each other in the bar, so he's not racist. And yeah, it just, look, I just want to say this real quick because I just want people to understand it. I'm not going to waste you guys' time. Yeah, Derek Chauvin, whatever. I don't understand why it matters if it's racist or not. Like, that is the biggest distraction that's completely irrelevant to what the person actually did. Would it change anything if the person's racist? No. They did what they did. They did what they did to well, innocent person, depending on the situation. But they did what they did regardless whether they did it because they had a bad day or because their ex broke up with them or because they lost all their money gambling the night before. Why does any of that matter at all? Like, even a little bit. The person did what they did. I believe that whole racism crap should be dealt with later. When it comes to criminal acts, the whole racism part of it should be dealt with after the person is guilty or innocent. Because it's such a distraction to whether the person's guilty or innocent. So, like O.J. Simpson, during his case, he was found not guilty, but then afterwards he went to the civil trial. I would say that's a civil matter. We'll handle that after the criminal matter, because people start marching and screaming and just forgetting about the criminal act itself. Whether he's racist or not, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's about what the person did. That's what it's about. That's what it's fucking about. If you do something bad to an innocent person, I don't care why you did it, because it doesn't change the fact that you did something bad to an innocent person. It doesn't change it, man. Just people are stuck on the racism thing so hard that they got to get that answer first. And oh, what was it? What was it? Well, this probably fits many situations, but you know how like you can see a video online, and I'm sure you've seen videos online of, let's say, a person like yelling at someone, or maybe even spitting on them, or maybe even hitting them. And then after all this, the yelling, the spitting, and then maybe a hit, they say the N word, and then it takes it up another level. What the You just got hit, spit on, cursed out. Now, because the N word's involved, it's a serious crime. People are stupid. I'm sorry, to be honest. People are fucking dumb. To think because someone says the N word, it makes it a more serious crime. And that's partially America's fault, because America got people thinking that racism equals you're going to be a slave, or you're going to have equal rights. That's what's going to happen. No, that's what America did. There's lots of countries with racist people that just don't treat those people like shit. They may not like them, but they understand they have a right to fucking live. I lived in Russia for 9 years, so I know what it's about. It just seems Americans really think because you're racist, you have to do something bad to people, and that's not the case. If it was, I wouldn't be alive. Literally, I wouldn't be alive. Like, I don't know how else to explain that. I would not be alive right now if that were the case. Like, I can have my own prejudices, but you never know it. Why? Because I leave people the fuck alone. They have a right to live. The fuck? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just because I'm not comfortable seeing two grown men kissing doesn't mean I'm gonna try to step in between them and put my hand between their mouths. They have a right to do it. I ain't gotta watch it. You understand the difference? And that's something Americans just cannot understand on average. They can't fathom that racism doesn't equal some kind of high likelihood of violence. It doesn't. No one has to like you. And that's something that Americans really don't get. No one has to like you. But just because they don't like you doesn't mean they have to give you a separate water fountain. You see the difference? I just need people to understand that difference. No one has to like you. I know it hurts. I know everyone hates that, hates hearing it, but it's a fact. No one has to like you. They just got to leave you the fuck alone. And then I think once we all understand that, life would be way more comfortable. You know what I mean? Way more comfortable. Like a word is, unless it's a threat, but an insult, no matter how you feel about it, is never as serious as an actual attack or a threat. It never is. It never is. Never is. Regardless of how you feel about it. So I guess that's really it. I just want to get that out there. And I'm going to update with the fitness stuff. I didn't give up or nothing. I just really wanted to make this video.